Welcome to Sunshine Art and Drawing. Today I am drawing with some cheap highlighters. I picked these up in the back to school sale. I think they cost me about $1.50 for 6 highlighters. Is a pretty good deal. So once I get all these guys out, I'm just going to show you all the colours that you get. This is like a cheap brand from the supermarket. I think it's called Ditto. And you've got your 6 colours. So I'm just going to show you a bit of sort of swatching that I did of mixing the colours together. I always recommend doing this with new art supplies. Do a bit of swatching, mix your colours together, see how they turn out. And I was trying to make specific colours, so you end up with like a fuchsia and a lime green and a bunch of other colours that you wouldn't have otherwise got. And the picture that I'm going to draw today is a flower growing from a vine. It took me a couple of goes to get the shape that I wanted. So you get to see me sort of erasing some lines and doing some different lines and seeing how that turns out. I wanted to make it as simple an image as possible because I wasn't sure how detailed I could get with the tips of the highlighters with their weird angular shape. And we have it growing on, I think it's called a truss, the thing that the vine grows on. So I've put that on the side there, and I'll also be colouring that in. I wanted to sort of test out to see how detailed you could get, how many different colours you could try and create, as well as seeing what kind of art you can make with a cheap art supply. And it's just a pencil, a pen, and an eraser and a set of highlighters. I think all the supplies together would have been under $5, and this is just some cheap sketching paper. It's not even like good quality paper or anything. And I found that layering colours over the top of each other or layering its own colour over the top of itself, you can get so many different colours. So if you layer the pink on top of itself, you get dark pink. So you can use that to create shading and shadows. It is a little bit difficult to get a brown. That's the one colour that I was sort of struggling to, so I kind of just made it a bit of an orangey pink colour for the wood, and added a few little details and dots and things like that to the flowers themselves. And when I did the green behind the truss, I thought that looked a little bit too similar to the green itself, so I did some yellow behind it as well, just to kind of brighten it up and get a bit of a lime green colour for behind it, and added a little bit of sort of highlights with the yellow. You can do large block areas with a highlighter, it just takes a little bit more time. The flat edge of the wedge tip helps a lot with that, so you can kind of do sections. You're never going to get a smooth colour, it's going to look a little bit liney, but after it dries it looks okay. And you can kind of see the pens look like they're running out. I don't think they're running out, they just don't work so well on some edges. So you have to have them on that flat edge for them to come out really well. And once you've finished colouring in your whole entire image, then you can sort of touch up any areas that I felt like I needed to touch up. So I'm just doing a little bit here and a little bit there and making the green a little bit darker. And once I was done, I had a bit of a look and it didn't bleed through, which I was really happy about. So I hope you really enjoyed this. Have a sunshiny day.